I'm sad about the polar bears that are starving.
Yes, I can see. Just this topic is bringing you to tears.
Sad about the raccoons in my backyard. Afraid they're going to attack my cats.
Can you hear this? What happens to you right here, right now, when you think the thought the polar bears are starving?
I try not to think it, and I don't want to see pictures of them. And I get depressed and tense, so in my whole life I'm constantly trying not to be sad.
So you think the thought, that's a concept, and then the images happen, and then your emotions happen out of the images. Are those real polar bears, or is that an image?
As far as I know, they're real.
They're in your head.
Well, okay, there are ones in my head, but then there are the real ones.
You're in Southern California.
Yeah, but then there are the real
images-
ones.
I'm not trying to talk you out of the polar bears are starving.
I know, but...
Are they reality or fantasy?
Well, they're real images. Okay, they're real
Thank you.
images.
They're images.
They're images, okay, yeah, they're real images.
Get it?
No, I don't
Those
get
are
it.
images.
Yeah, but then there are the real ones.
We've taken care of them. They're starving. Is it true? Yes, we've owned it.
Okay.
Yes, you're sad, but not until you witness the movie in your head.
True.
Very good. When we think the thought the polar bears are starving, we go to Google and we find out where we can support the polar bears. But can we do all of that without the sadness? Can we do it out of a state of gratitude and clarity and full-heartedness and ownership?
Okay. I can do it with $25.
So why are you so sad?
That doesn't
You're
help.
doing your part.
Well, but I can't take care of everything. That's the problem.
What? What's the matter with you?
I know. I'm an ex-therapist.
All the therapists I talked to got into the business because they just want to help people. And they want to find freedom for themselves. And what better way than to serve others? And we're doing the best that we can do when you consider what we're believing.
What should I believe?
Nothing I could tell you. But as you answer these questions, as I ask them,
Yeah.
and it feels right, trust that.
Okay.
Who would you be without your story?
Less sad, happy, relaxed, more available.
With the thought, sadness. Without the thought, happy. A lot of you would feel guilty. Like, who would you be without the thought the polar bears are starving? I can't desert the polar bears. I've got to think of them every moment. That's my job. I'm starving, polar bears, starving. I've got to suffer here. My job is to suffer. The polar bears are starving. Then there's the raccoons.
I try to feed the raccoons in the front yard so that they won't attack the cats that are stray in the backyard.
Can you find another turnaround? The polar bears are starving. But I
am starving.
Tell me about that. What are you starving for?
I'm not a therapist anymore, and I don't have a new something to focus on. Purpose. I am starving for a purpose.
Look at you. You're surviving that starvation. Okay. It's not pleasant for you, but you're surviving, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why wouldn't the polar bears be at least as enlightened as you are?
What do you mean? They're starving and they're okay?
Well, you're starving and you're okay. They're in more pain than you are.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Absolutely no.
I feel that. Have you ever seen a polar bear in person, close up?
Just a stuffed one.
Oh. So try this turnaround. The polar bears are suffering more than I am. Turned around, I am suffering more than the polar bears. Now, example.
I probably worry more than they do. Maybe. They probably don't think about the raccoons. That's really true.
So let's turn it around. I want the polar bears to be okay.
Oh, okay. But I want to be okay.
You can take all of that and put it on you because you're the one that needs it right now. Because there are no polar bears in your area right now.
I feel like I don't have a right to be okay until the polar bears are okay.
You don't have a right to be okay when the polar bears are suffering. Is that true?
No.
If they're worthy of the end of suffering, aren't you?
I don't know.
Well, find out.
I don't think I can find out right now. So should I just be happy?
I don't think the polar bears would mind. I don't think they'd mind at all. Happiness is a guilt-free experience. So turn it around.
Yeah, I do deserve to be happy, even if the polar bears are not.
The next one.
Polar bears are beautiful, amazing, dangerous, and unknown.
Turn it around. And own it. I am.
I am beautiful, amazing,
Slow
dangerous,
it
and
down.
unknown. No, I
One
don't
at a
really want to
time.
slow it down.
What do you find beautiful about you?
Well, I think I'm beautiful in some ways.
Specifics.
I was thinking of the trees.
You appreciate trees.
I do. Yeah, I'm good at appreciating things.
I
I can
have one.
connect with people sometimes. You have one?
I do. What's really beautiful about you is you care.
I do care. So if I got the sadness out of it all and I still cared, that would be cool.